Hi, it's James here from the Sprinkle Donut Forge, and I've done something with the Damascus that was sent to me from Alan Beasley at Curiosity Forge. The pieces of cable that were sent to him by Shamrock Forge. I took a 50-50 mix of muriatic acid purchased from my local home store and hydrogen peroxide, and I dissolved 1 pad of 4/0 steel wool into the solution to create a very homemade version of ferric chloride, which this is probably not it, but it's eating it. And I forged a D-shaped guard for the Sort It project, and I'm about to extract that thing if I can find it in there, and I'm going to neutralize it in a baking soda water solution. Oh, wow, this stuff is like really bubbly. I'm having trouble finding the piece of steel in it. Let's take another approach. Assume it's still magnetic. That works. Why do I always buy strong magnets? There we go. So let's thoroughly neutralize this acid in the baking soda water solution. I have no idea what kind of horrible chemical I have just created. Well, it's not making bubbles, so I assume that it's done doing its thing. I'm going to pause this video a second while I put on some new gloves, because these have become deteriorated. Alright, I have my safety eyewear and my gloves and decent clothing put on for this project here, so I'm going to extract a new cloth from my expensive bag of microfiber. I'm going to wipe this thing off and we'll see what kind of pattern we got. Make sure that's good and neutralized. This is after a half an hour exactly in the acid solution, which was 50-50 muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide, 3% solution. Let's see what we got. And I'm getting very faint anything. I mean, it's about absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try buffing this with some buffing compound and see if I can come up with some color, or at least some kind of resemblance of the Damascus I was hoping to get out of this project. I mean, it's pretty gray. It's really nothing to write home about. I mean, it's pretty if you like gray gunmetal look, but it's not what I was hoping for out of this deal. So I'm going to fire up the buffer and do a little bit of buffing on this and see if I can get a little bit more life out of this steel, because that's just not what I was hoping for. So I'm gonna pause this. We're going to try to get a little bit more pattern out of this. Alright, see you in a minute. Well, I ran this thing over the buffer, and I'm not altogether unpleased with the results. That has a nice little pattern to it. It's not as dramatic as a lot of Damascus that you might have seen, but you can definitely tell that this is Damascus. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the pattern. It's really neat. My etching method may not be the most perfect, but I think it yielded some acceptable results. And this will be mounted on the Sort It project. And I'm looking forward to getting this thing assembled and doing some cutting tests. But I think this is a really, really nice guard for that sword. And I want to give thanks to Mr. Alan Beasley from Curiosity Forge, and to Shamrock Forge for sending this wonderful material to him to send to me. So that's it for today. Until next time, bye.